And people act like these individuals I talk about aren't a real danger. This is the kind of shit I'm talking about. For those who may not know, you guys might find this video entertaining. This was a Sonic Brainfart that I did back in the day, and a Sonic Brainfart video was when I would find a Sonic fan that was an absolute moron because of Sonic, and I would highlight them in a video. I know a lot of people miss those videos, but you guys know how YouTube is today. Hopefully I can get away with this video, we'll just have to see. But Sonic Brainfart, Alix Henriol, Sonic Passion, it was about Alix Henriol, who is like the hottest fucking Sonic fag that ever existed. She's not one anymore, but goddamn Alix Henriol would tear that ass up. Now that I got that out of my system. She had a website called Sonic Passion, where people gathered together to talk about their fantasies about Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic characters, where they proposed to them, actually made and wrote out proposals to Sonic characters, which had 0 replies because, of course, Sonic characters are real. And they were basically a lot of insane people. How they're talking about they wanted to eat Sonic's poop, drink his piss, all kinds of other crazy stuff. But there was one individual that I briefly talked about, but I did talk about in later videos, by the name of PaulandAmy. Now, PaulandAmy, real name is Paul Rhodes, which we can say his real name because as of right now, Paul Rhodes has no rights. And we'll get to that in a second. But PaulandAmy was a man in the UK who believed he was married to Amy Rose. Now, we all know Amy Rose is like 11 fucking years old. So already, red flag right there. We have a problem. This guy is saying he's married to Amy Rose. And what's worse is that he had pictures of her on his wall. He had videos on his YouTube channel, and he actually had pictures of Amy on his wall. An 11-year-old character. He had a plush of Amy Rose, which he took pictures of himself kissing and making out with. I'm being real serious here. Oh, appreciate it. Sorry. Just got my Cat Planet Cuties wall scroll. Let's do an unboxing real quick. If I can find something to open this with. Well, maybe I won't need anything. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Then we'll get back to the video. Oh, yeah. Oh. Cat Planet Cuties! Yes! Come on. There we go. Oh, you guys ready for this? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes! That's going up, that's going right up there next to the PC. Oh yeah. I need to get more of these. But anyway, let's get back to the video. Oh yeah. He took pictures of himself making out with his Amy Rose plush. Now, I say this all the time, guys. These people live in a fantasy world. And that's their entire world right there. They live in it day in and day out. And that's a dangerous thing. We all saw
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
We saw how these people, how they confessed to talking about it online for years and years. And finally, just being drawn to that real encounter. Because they had to do it. What they do online is not enough for them anymore. This is what I'm talking about. Paul Rhodes, PaulandAmy, and we have my fan, 123SNY or 123 Sony on Steam. We have him to thank for this. Because he sent me this information. But 2 years ago, Paul Rhodes, PaulandAmy, was convicted in the UK for raping 4 girls between the ages of 3 and I think it was 8.
That's a federal offense right there.
Yeah. And at the time, I think he was sentenced to maybe 10 or 15 years. But but then another person came forward. And so they had to re-sentence his ass. And here's his mugshot. There we go right there. That's Paul. That is Paul. Same guy from this video.
First thing I'm gonna say, I'm pissed off. I'll tell you why. Because people are having a go at us for having a go at them. Well, I'm sorry, but you have a go at us first. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna apologise. I mean, a robo-tunophile, I'm one. My best friend is one. Yes, we know the concepts of reality and virtuality. That, I'm fed up of people saying that over and over.
Which I'm sure many of you guys remember when he was complaining about how everybody was attacking him and his fantasies and how he can separate fantasy and reality. Doesn't look like he could do that because he took advantage of 5 young girls that were brought to his home. These were foster kids. These were foster kids. They don't have any parents. They were living there with his mother, I guess. And she was fostering these children and holding them there at the house for a while. And he would lure them in his room and take advantage of them and rape them. This is the shit I'm talking about. And the next video that I'm going to release, guys, is about another individual who is just, and he kind of starts out in reality. He's not like the others where they're fantasizing about underage fictional characters. This particular person stalks and takes candid photos of real women, real girls that he actually knows, and fantasizes about them online endlessly. We'll talk about him later. But Paul Rhodes, PaulandAmy, is a perfect example of why all these people who are just obsessed with their sexual fetishes online, this is why you just need to fucking stop. Because more than likely the outcome is that your little fantasies are not going to be enough for you anymore. To where when you are presented with an opportunity, you could make the wrong decision. Again, thank you 123 Sony for sending me this information. It's always weird when the people that I talk about end up in these completely fucked up situations and hurting other people, which is what I tell them in the first place. Not only are you hurting yourself, but you have the potential to hurt somebody else. That's all I've got to say, guys. That's some crazy stuff right there. Crazy ass shit right there. If some of you guys, like many of you guys on DeviantArt, if you find yourself on the internet all the time, just fucking neck deep in your fantasies all the fucking time, please do whatever it takes to get help so you can move out of that and find something better to do with your time. Not something that's going to hurt you and make you just have no self-control over your fantasies and your sexuality.